With nearly a week to go until Inauguration Day, law enforcement stepping up their presence at state capitals nationwide. This comes as federal and local authorities continue their investigation into last week's riots at the U.S. Capitol. Fox News correspondent David Spunt has the latest.
National Guard troops are patrolling the nation's capital, with at least 10,000 expected to be in the area by Saturday. They'll have a heavy presence over the next week, leading up to President-elect Joe Biden's inauguration. The increased security comes in response to last week's Capitol riots.
We are leveraging our relationships with federal, state, and local law enforcement partners, using our tools at our disposal to find and bring everyone involved in last week's criminal activity to justice.
And an internal FBI memo warns of possible armed protests in the coming days.
There were a lot of lessons learned from the January 6 mob violence at the Capitol, and one of those was the lack of numbers.
The FBI's warning extends from Washington, D.C. to all 50 state capitals. In Madison, Wisconsin, crews boarded up the Capitol building. Officials in California and Pennsylvania are also increasing security ahead of Inauguration Day.
You can be sure that they are not going to allow what happened in Washington on Wednesday to happen at their state capitals.
The Department of Homeland Security will treat next week's inauguration as a national special security event, similar to the State of the Union or Super Bowl. Authorities are implementing security measures now instead of next week in light of potential threats.
We plan for the worst and we hope for the best, and we want to encourage our state partners to do the same, and we're willing to provide help for them to do that.
Federal and local authorities say they're combing through more than 50,000 tips related to last week's violence. In Washington, David Spunt, Fox News.
And all state capitals are on guard for possible protests out over the inauguration after an alert from the FBI. Governor DeSantis says reinforcements will be ready at a moment's notice should there be unrest in Tallahassee.